What'd you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
Oh, you don't want to say it now?
We started this
podcast
at least 4 times.
Well, guess what? It started for good now. What happens tonight? Go, start. What happens tonight?
Kentucky plays Florida at Rupp.
In what sport?
In basketball.
Okay.
Collegiate athletics.
And
basketball.
What rank is Kentucky?
1.
What rank is Florida?
7.
And who do you think is going to win?
Kentucky.
Well, that's good to hear.
Well, podcast over.
Yeah, that's not what you've been saying.
What have I been saying?
We're going to lose to Florida.
I said at Florida.
We're going to lose to Vandy. And we're going to lose to Arkansas.
I never said we were going to lose to Arkansas. Unless this is 1994.
Who's the good person on Florida?
They got 2, Bradley Beal and the other kid. I don't remember his name.
All right. Are they actual good college basketball players, or are they like North Carolina and Duke good? They're just big white guys who can shoot the ball and
they're
foul people and flop.
They're really good. They shoot a lot of threes and they make a lot of threes. They lead the NCAA in 3 points, probably attempted, but I know made in 12.
Right.
So they make about 12 a game.
So follow up to that. Why did Cal not recruit them?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What's their?
You pop up on Facebook and say this every single game. Whoever is the good player on the other team, you say, why didn't Cal recruit him?
Yeah, because it's funny. It's the one.
That's really what people say.
Yeah, I know.
When Tubby was here, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Every other player.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure that's. I've said it the other night for Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, you did.
Why didn't Cal recruit Shaq?
Why did he?
It was when Anthony Davis broke Shaq's
block record.
Block record, absolutely. I'll just repeat everything you say right after you say it.
Okay.
Go.
What am I supposed to say?
What am I supposed to? Okay. Now, so you think UK is going to win because it's in Rupp?
Yeah, they're not going to lose at Rupp to Florida.
Florida
don't have the personnel to beat Kentucky.
You know that Indiana win was a fluke, right? Like nobody else is going to beat Kentucky the rest of the year.
Yeah, they are.
Except for Murray State.
Murray State's not going to beat Kentucky.
If UK runs into Murray State, it is donezo.
No.
It is donezo.
There's not a lot of teams that can beat Kentucky.
Murray State's undefeated. Why are they not the number 1 team?
Vandy's going to be one of them this weekend.
We got a Boise State situation.
What are you talking about? Murray State is not going to... If Kentucky played Murray State, Kentucky would win by 15 plus.
What state is Murray?
It's Kentucky.
It's in Kentucky, but it's not.
What is the town it's located in?
Murray.
Is it Murray?
Yeah.
Never heard of Murray.
It's in West Kentucky.
No, it's in Western.
Yeah, it's near. It's about 45 minutes, I think, away from Paducah. It's about 30. I've been to the campus there.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's
I've heard
really
it's like
nice.
5 hours away.
Paducah is like 4 hours away.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you got to go a different direction from there. So yeah, it's about 5 hours away.
Now, somebody
you go
told me
as far west as you can in Kentucky, and then you go another hour, and you're there.
Somebody told me you could get to Detroit, Michigan quicker than you could Murray State's campus. True or false?
Well, I'm gonna say false. Well, no, wait. Where are we getting on the? Where are we leaving from?
Barberville.
Barberville.
Let's leave Barberville for both places.
Okay. Yeah, you can get to Detroit first.
Oh wow.
Because it'll take. Because with let's see, to get to Murray, you'd have to go from Barberville over to the interstate, Highway 75, take it up to London, get off at London, and go towards Somerset.
Yeah, I know.
Once you get in Somerset, you basically stay on that Bluegrass Parkway all the way until Murray. To get to Detroit, you have to drive to Corbin and get on the interstate and go north for like 7 hours.
Wow. Well, there we have that.
6 hours, maybe.
So let's go watch a Pistons game.
No, you don't want to go to Detroit. It's not
bad?
great.
Is it bad?
It's bad. It's bad. Sorry to all my Michigan fans. They know, though. They know. Detroit's bad. I went there once.
Compare Michigan or compare Detroit to some other city that I would know. That's terrible.
And I don't know. Let's see. One of those Kuwait, maybe. No, not Kuwait. What am I thinking of? Baghdad. After we blew it all up and tore down the statues. It's a lot like that. Pretty much. You just gonna laugh and check text messages?
Yes.
No.
I'm allowed to text.
So is that all the college basketball you want to discuss? The UK.
What do you want to discuss
Well,
about
now-
college basketball?
Well, now, you know UK, this is their last year of SEC dominance. You know that, right?
Because Missouri's
the
coming in
boys,
according to
the
you.
big boys
Yeah,
are
okay.
coming to town. The big boys. You saw what they did to Kansas the other night.
Kansas is not that
They were
great.
down 12 points. They were down 1,000,000 points with 2 minutes to go.
They were down 1,000,000.
They were down roughly 1,000,000 points.
Well, I went back. I fell asleep during the first game, so I went back and watched the replay because it's like
Yeah.
Dickie V's favorite game comes on ESPNU on Sundays, the Sunday day, the next whatever. So I watched it, and they were down like 8 with a minute, like 30, and I'm like, "There's no way Missouri came back and won this
boy,
game."
oh boy, they sure did.
And they did. I dread playing there because that
was-
crowd is.
It was hilarious.
They have a good
The
crowd.
dude was like, that dude was like, yeah, I told the crowd not to storm the court
Yeah, I saw that.
when we won because we expect to win. We're higher ranked. Don't storm the court. But it was a neat game because that ended the rivalry that Missouri and Kansas has. And do you have any idea? Have you read anything about that rivalry?
I've watched some videos.
Have you seen some T-shirts
Yeah,
made?
yeah.
It's a pretty good rivalry.
I saw a fight like in the 60s where they showed it during the broadcast where these guys just start fighting for no reason, and then the fans come out and start fighting
Yep.
and start fighting players. And
Yep. Well, Missouri and Kansas are pretty boring states.
yeah, that's true. There's nothing else to do.
Not as boring as Kentucky, but pretty boring.
I don't know. It's kind of close.
Well, we don't have Branson. Missouri does have Branson.
It's true.
Branson's where it's at. That's
Is that like
the Myrtle Beach of the Midwest.
Gatlinburg, northern Gatlinburg?
It's a lot more spread out than it's a lot bigger than Gatlinburg. It's like, because you know how Gatlinburg, it's like you're going through a tunnel. You know, you've got everything up high on you on either side. It's a lot more spaced out. You got room to move your arms and that
I
kind of
said that
stuff.
because they have a Dixie Stampede in Branson.
Yeah, it's like you have to. It's not as strippy as Gatlinburg. You can't do it. You can't walk at all, and
Okay.
you can do that in Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg's terrible.
I mean, for a touristy place, I like it for I like the touristy crap. I think it's crap also.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see and feed 5 live bears. They're down to 3 now, by the way.
Wow.
That's Sevierville, though.
And getting into Pigeon Forge,
That's
yeah.
Pigeon Forge. Yeah. What's it called? What are we talking about? Branson. Branson is like Sevierville plus Pigeon Forge plus
Okay.
Gatlinburg. It's like all 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
And it's about the same size as all 3 of them take up.
So we
It's
talked
so
about
big.
Branson.
I don't know why. Oh, yeah, because Missouri is coming to dominate the SEC. Oh, and football, too. Ooh, baby.
They're not even that good in football since that one kid left that they had
Oh,
a
that
quarterback.
one kid,
Chase
yeah.
McDaniels or something. What was his name?
Blaine
Look it up.
Gabbert.
That's not. It wasn't Blaine
Yeah,
Gabbert.
it was Blaine Gabbert, and he got drafted by the Jaguars.
It's not.
Yeah, no, it's not Chase Daniels. It's
Was I right about
Yeah,
Chase
it's
Daniels?
Chase
Okay. I like watching him play. He was short.
he got drafted too, but I forget
I don't
if he
remember.
played. He might be a Colts
This is a
backup
great
or something.
sports broadcast.
It is. I love
Us
sports.
stumbling over names and not knowing where people got drafted.
Yeah. How are you coming with your NBA knowledge? Are you getting more into NBA now?
I've always been into NBA, but I don't watch the games until the playoffs because I just don't see a point in it because it just seems like pickup games until. I mean, there's a couple games if you get 2 teams that know each other pretty well, they'll play. I like watching it, but usually till the fourth quarter, there's no point in watching because there's gonna.
Well, that's where you're wrong, because when you watch it, you get to watch Charles Barkley and Shaq.
That's true. If it's on TNT, I'll watch it.
Right.
Because of those guys.
I found myself just watching SportsCenter all day now.
Yeah,
Like when I get back from here after class,
what
I'll
I do.
watch like the shows on ESPN2, and then I'll switch over to the ESPN shows, depending on what I want to watch in the afternoon.
Sports Nation is great.
I love Michelle Beadle.
Oh, yeah.
I hate Colin Cowherd. I wish nothing but pain and death and bad things upon Colin Cowherd. If Colin Cowherd's entire family died of ass cancer right now, I would streak this campus of fictional university. I upgraded.
It's university.
Yeah,
now?
we're fictional university now.
All right. Well,
Because I may not be that clever, but I'm at least as clever as a 13-year-old. Yeah, I would totally streak this campus if Colin Cowherd died. I hate him. He's such an asshole.
Yeah,
and
he is. You're right
it's
about
in a
that.
way that you should not be an asshole. Like like the things he said about John Wall.
I was about to say that exact same
about his
thing.
stuff. Yeah, and it's not that John Wall's a UK guy is why I'm mad. It's because you're really gonna say stuff like that. That's first off, it's racist. It's super racist. What did he say exactly? It was something.
He said it
about,
was selfish about the way he came out.
And
In
it's
his first
because
introduction, he did the Dougie.
Yeah, and it had something and he blamed it on John Wall not having a strong father presence.
Yeah.
Not having a dad growing up.
Stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, it was.
And it was selfish of him and all this and all that. He was bringing all the attention on him.
Yeah, and
Because
he does it all the time.
I'm sure John Wall went up to whoever and said, "Hey, I want to just do the Dougie."
Yeah, and he loves
my first time.
He loves picking on when wrestlers die. He
Yeah.
loves picking on them and making some tasteless remarks.
And the Michelle Beadle's a wrestling fan.
I know, and
So.
she's a little cutie.
Yeah,
she's
she
a little
is.
Cutie. She's, you know, man, she doesn't take any crap from Cowherd either.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, that's why I like her.
She tweeted herself which pay-per-view. She went to a wrestling pay-per-view not too long ago.
Well, yeah, she's probably looking for a man. You heard about her going after Clay Matthews and Aaron Rodgers at the ESPYs after party, right?
Oh, yeah, you did. You told me about that. No. That's funny.
She's going to land her a big, strong fella. That way he can beat up Colin Cowherd. Because Michelle's nice. She doesn't want Colin Cowherd to be like be known for being beaten up by a girl. Because Michelle will beat him up. But
So Missouri's coming to the SEC.
Missouri's coming to the SEC. That's what we're trying to get.
We forgot about the other team coming too.
Is it Texas A&M?
Yeah.
Who gives a crap? I do like having a big super conference though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And you know, a national champion every year in football. Tee-hee.
Yeah, even this year 2 SEC teams played, which is
I know it was terrible.
which was awful.
It was awful.
People still get to brag about the SEC winning
Yeah.
in football, which I don't like that. I don't do that. I don't cheer for other SEC schools
Right.
because I hate them.
Me either.
So whatever. Except I like Georgia.
Ew, why?
I don't follow Georgia, but they're the only out of other conference teams that I'll root for out of. And that's just because I like their fans and I've been there before, and
And you like dogs.
I love Bulldogs.
Yep. We got the bulldog here now. We got a doggy running around. It's great. I've seen him. You've not seen him yet.
Should be tonight
You should, man. Just go over there to the doghouse and knock on the door.
and roll around.
Oh, dude, it's great. He moves one step every 10 minutes unless somebody opens the door,
And then he sprints.
He scampers. He's like in one of those cartoons when you see somebody's legs moving so fast and they're running in place. That's what he does, and it wears him out. And he lays down and farts. He's up, man. You got to watch out when you go over there. He is a farting dog.
Oh my goodness. Well, Uga is obviously the dog, and he's adorable. So
Is he?
yeah,
Is this the new Uga? What are they on now? 7?
a bunch.
They just got the newest one this year.
This
'cause
one
it
isn't.
died
Yeah, and
in
then he died.
week 4. Or something.
He's not even Uga. He's Russ.
Okay, what's that mean?
He's just a stand-in until they get another Uga from that. Yeah,
Like the dog we have is a stand-in.
kinda. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, so that's the only other SEC team that I'll actually cheer for because I don't have any beef with Georgia besides that time they beat
You
us
don't
in
have
the
any
SEC.
beef with Georgia?
The time they beat us in the SEC tournament when we had to play at Georgia Tech because the roof of the Georgia Dome almost came down because of a tornado. Do you remember that?
No.
I don't remember what year it was.
No.
I want to say it was. Oh.
I can't believe you go to
7?
fictional university and you don't have any kind of problem with Georgia.
Wow. Oh well. Well, I don't have any beef with UGA.
With the dog.
With the dog.
The dog itself.
Yeah.
You gonna run it out on the field?
Yeah. I went down there and watched the game. You know, the Kentucky-Georgia football game.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. I wore my big blue and white striped overalls.
I have never been to a college or pro football game.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to an NBA. I've been to college. I've been to UK games, basketball games.
Yeah.
You know, when they're playing like EKU or Middle Tennessee State.
Transy.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of UK versus EKU games. UK versus in-state school games that aren't Louisville. Let's just say that. Or Murray State. Why you ducking Murray State, UK?
That's actually an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's really an interesting topic. You know why?
Why?
Because they would want UK to come to Murray and play, and UK will not come to Murray and play.
No.
What I think UK should do is just pay Murray more than they would a normal in-state school to come in, and just let them come play. Because why not? You know.
Yeah, that'd be They might even sell out for that game. You think?
Yeah.
They might sell out at Rupp Arena.
Maybe.
You think?
Maybe.
Well, have that game open the new arena.
That's true.
What are they going to call the new? What racist coach are they going to name the new?
Rupp Arena. They're taking all the inside and the guts of the arena, taking it out, and just building it back inside the arena.
Really?
Yeah.
That is not a terrible idea.
Instead of just tearing it all down or building a new one, they said the structure is fine. It's just the inside's getting old, and outdated, which it is compared to other arenas around the country. So they're just taking it all out, putting in new, and building a new concourse outside too. Like building underneath the arena, they're building a new, kind of like a place for people to watch the game that don't have tickets, because right now in the concourse there's no TVs or anything.
That's true.
So it's just a food court and there's no TVs or anything. So they was talking about, what I read was doing a huge screen so people could just sit down there and watch it if they didn't have tickets or.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Good idea. And they're not supposed to miss any games, which I don't see how that's possible, but they're not supposed to miss any games with this.
All right. When is it gonna? When are they gonna start building it?
Either 2015 or 17.
Oh. Well, then who cares? It's not even important.
It's one of those 2 years.
I'll even be alive in 2000.
That's what I get out of this. It's going to be what I got out of reading it is they're either going to do it 15, the year of 15, not 15 through 17. Either 15 or 17. They're going to do it.
That's what you got out of reading it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have somebody read it to you later, and then we'll see what you get out of it, and you can tell us next week.
Sounds good.
We got more big sports news, sort of.
What's up?
I don't know. It's news. I'll tell you the news, and then you can see if it classifies as sports.
All right, you tell me.
Our dumb friend Aaron has won an internship.
Has won.
He has been awarded an internship with a professional sports team. We're not gonna mention the name of the sports team because we don't want to. We're terrible people, and we don't want to mess this up for our buddy Aaron.
Gotcha.
But this sports team, it plays in the United States, in a state we're not in, and they kick a thing around a field, and if you kick the ball into the net, it scores a point. I think they want us to call it goals.
Okay.
Because points are another sport.
What do they play on?
Grass, I believe. Grass. I believe it's called a field or a pitch.
Yep, there you go.
Pitch.
Never call it a field.
Well, guess what? It's America. It's a field.
Never call it a field.
Well,
they'll get mad.
It's a field. Well, they are American soccer fans, and they don't really exist. So.
I thought we weren't saying the S word.
Oh no, we can say.
We can say soccer.
We can say. Oh, I guess we can now. Soccer. Aaron's got a soccer internship with I won't tell you how pro the level this group is this club. Hey, I'm getting the lingo down. This club is, but they are at the highest level.
There you go.
They're at the highest American level. So we're pretty happy for him.
Yeah, we are.
Even though he's a jerk
Yeah.
and a mean person.
He is.
And one time he stabbed me with a fork.
It couldn't have happened to a meaner guy.
Yeah, really.
A terrible guy.
It sucks that he wins something like this because he deserves to win.
Yeah, exactly.
To get an internship like this. And I don't like this whole if you work hard and
it pays off.
And it pays off. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, I looked for internships with D-League teams, and then I realized they're all like out west in the Midwest. Every
like
one
NBA
of them.
D-League?
Yeah, they're all out west.
Yeah, because they all got to be close to Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And you don't want to intern with a baseball team.
No.
Baseball's boring and
Yes.
the worst sport ever. And
Created ever.
What about hockey
Could do hockey.
or professional football?
Could do pro football. I like both of those enough to
Yeah.
where.
And the Bengals have an in-state. They have spring training
Georgetown.
in-state. Georgetown.
It's in Georgetown.
Yeah. You could probably find Georgetown. You got a GPS for Christmas, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you get everything you wanted for Christmas? The GPS?
Yeah, the GPS.
Yeah.
I got it. Can't remember what else I got.
What'd your girlfriend get you?
I don't remember. I
you
don't remember.
Oh, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember.
She got me Beats by Dre.
Oh, that is. Oh, I was going to be like, I remember what she got you.
My grandma got me a UK logo to go on my computer, and got me a laptop sleeve to put my laptop in.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm just carrying it to class, and unless I have to pack it up, so
Right.
that makes that easier. And like 3 UK shirts. So one of them was a Pat Summit shirt. So
Okay. Oh, did you? No,
It
we
was
can't. I won't go there. I'm not going to
don't go there.
Did you see my tweet? Is what I'll say. Did you see my tweet a few days ago?
Probably not.
It involves University of Tennessee women's basketball.
No, but I'll look at it.
Oh, well, you might have to hunt to find it. I said, I've been getting a little mean with my tweets lately. I've just stopped caring. I said,
I have one of those that you said you deleted.
oh, yeah. That's. I decided it'd be better if I just deleted that. I said one about. I finally cracked on the Betty White thing.
Yeah.
Seeing her in a Super Bowl commercial. I said, stop putting Betty White into your commercials, your shows, your movies. Stop cramming her into all these things. And then I said, stop putting her into anything that isn't a coffin. And because I like Betty White, but we get it. She can't have this insane career resurgence last 2 years in a row. It's not. She's
Dunzo.
not. She's 161 years old. Let her have some peace. Stop filling her up full of cocaine and making her dance. Have some respect. For
So
a legend.
you want no Betty White?
I want no more Betty White. I don't want to see Betty White in anything that isn't a rerun.
What if she's on the
Or
podcast?
my autographed Golden Girls.
What if I
DVDs.
get Betty White on the podcast?
No, Betty White is banned from this podcast.
Wow, that's
As
a
we are
statement.
banned in Germany.
We are.
Yeah, we are still banned in Germany.
Suck it, Germany.
And Betty White is banned from this podcast. She will listen, folks. Betty White will never appear on this podcast. Do you understand me? That's not because she's famous and we're not. That is my rule. Do you understand? It will not happen. John, is there anybody you would like to ban permanently from the podcast?
No.
Okay. The other tweet that was really bad was I said, I wish I was a girl so that obviously these are not 140 characters. I'm just trying to make it make more sense. I said, I wish I was a girl so I could say that Pat Summit offered me a scholarship 8 months ago.
That's bad.
And tell UT I was ready to lawyer up.
Funny but horrible.
Nah.
But
I'll take funny but horrible.
Yeah,
7 days a week.
I'll laugh.
So you're sure there's nobody you want to ban from the show?
Who would have?
I don't know.
Will Sanders.
How about Will Sanders?
Besides Will.
After that last show from last season, I listened to it. It's not as bad. The best part is probably when you say, well, now the show started out bad, and then things got rocky.
I said things started out rocky.
Yeah, and then it got worse. That's what it is. That was pretty good line. I didn't know you were that funny.
Well, I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. Booyah.
Well, let's see. I got my walking papers, so I get to graduate in May. I just have to finish the classes I'm in.
You're not gonna do that.
And this isn't a class for me anymore.
Nope.
So now every time you say, well, I'm not getting paid for this, I get to say, well, neither am I, pal.
Well,
Hey, now that we don't have the school's music license anymore. I'm very thankful we were able to use it. But since it's not for class, I didn't want to use or to take advantage of it. That way we can slap ads on here and make zero money. But at least we'll get to force ads down your throat.
very true.
I know.
What's our first ad?
Oh,
Well, guess what? The ad that we were going to have last semester is closed now. So, there goes that plan.
The sub sandwich.
The Little
place?
Phillies.
Little
Gone,
Phillies is
out,
closed.
Dunzo.
What?
It's been closed since last semester.
You told me it closed last semester, but I didn't know it was Dunzo.
Dunzo for good. Closed it. She got tired of running it.
Members of Fictional University, this is sad. I'm sorry we have to report this to
Pretty sure
you.
you're the only one who knows.
Am I the only one
Yes.
who doesn't know?
Yes.
Do you think I should leave my apartment for more than class?
No.
No, I don't either. But apparently leaving your apartment is how you find out things like
Oh, yeah.
the greatest non-franchised sandwich shop I've ever been to.
That's very true.
Is closed. Is closed. Can
Had
we
Red
have all the
Ties?
equipment and make our own sandwiches?
I looked in there and it's empty. There's
Is
nothing
it?
in there.
Well,
I can't believe they closed it.
I know.
And it wasn't a money thing. She just got tired of keeping it up. So,
Yeah, well, that's true. There is a lot that goes into running a restaurant, and especially when it's attached to a gas station.
Yeah.
You got a
Well,
lot.
we got
You got a lot
Thelma's-
more health code violations. No,
Thelma's is
no,
next.
that's it. Stop saying. Don't say the names of active businesses unless they're going to give me some of
just-
these advertising
They're
dollars,
going to.
buddy. Are they?
Yep.
Hey, I tell you what. If they gave us free food, we would probably.
Heck yeah. Their food's great.
We should work. Who can? I'll tell you what. We've got to be aggressive with this advertising. We got to get out there and see who wants to advertise on
Well,
this
what if they
podcast.
say, we'll advertise, but how many listeners do you have?
I'll say, hey, look, we have 75 likes on our official Facebook page. One of our podcasts, the Muppet one, has recently topped 100 plays.
What up?
Yeah, pretty much makes us internet famous.
Suck it, Germany.
Yep.
Can't
suck
hold
it,
us down.
Germany. I know, they're trying.
They are.
Always trying.
I know they're listening.
I know.
Haters.
Well,
Can that just be our motto? Is suck it, Germany?
no, it can be something along those lines, but let's just come up
Banned in
with something
Germany.
better than "Suck It, Germany."
I like it. It's catchy. Suck it, Germany. This is supposed to be a sports podcast.
Well, man, we've talked about 3 different sports. No, we talked about more than that. You know what we've not talked about?
What?
The Super Bowl.
Are we allowed to talk about the Super Bowl?
No. We're allowed to talk. Not allowed to call it the Super Bowl technically,
Well,
but
stop this and start it over.
well, you know what? Come find us, NFL. That's all I can say.
Yeah, what's up, NFL?
Come get us.
Suck it, NFL.
Yeah, suck it, NFL. Suck our dicks. Whatever.
Well,
The Super Bowl, John. Who were you rooting for, Giants or the Patriots?
I was rooting for the Giants.
Okay, that's a good answer. I still like you.
I have no business liking the Patriots.
Nobody has any business
No.
liking the Patriots.
And they have the biggest.
You're not as good of a bandwagon fan as some of the people here at Fictional University.
Yeah, I know.
You can't just jump on that. Well, the Patriots are a good team because Tom Brady is cute. Bandwagon. What about what his wife said? Did you see what Giselle said after the game?
He can't throw and catch him to himself. He can't throw it to himself.
He can't. She said he can't throw it to himself, or they have to catch the ball. He can't throw and effing catch the ball at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And then it's on video, and it's great. It's great. And the locker room's already like,
yeah.
Do you think maybe you can tell your wife to shut up? And because you got to watch, especially if you're famous, you got to watch what you're saying all the time now.
Yep.
Because everybody's got a Scorsese in their pocket. You just pull it out and start recording.
What does Brady tell like his locker room after that? Like, because he knows their kind of animosity after she said that. What does he? He just go in there and say, "Hey guys, it's my wife. Don't worry about it."
Oh no, that's not gonna fly with some of these guys. These guys don't care how pretty he is.
Very true.
I mean, it's you win as a team and you lose as a team. It's not one thing that makes you lose the game.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Tom Brady did what he could, but his receivers. Hey, everything she said was the truth. That's not what we're debating. Because trust me, everything she said was absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's just that you have got, and it's weird to talk about it because you don't want to seem misogynistic. You don't want to sound anti-women at all, and you don't want to say like, "What is a woman talking about football for?" That's so whatever. What were you? Why were you even at the Super Bowl? Was there an oven in your skybox? Hello.
It's funny. I was about to make that joke.
Yeah. Well, you got to be quick on the draw to beat me to a women in the kitchen joke, pal. But no, it's like you don't want to say, "What is she doing?" Opening her dumb mouth about, blah 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 blah. But she's upset, and she's the big thing is she was reacting to hecklers.
Yeah.
And you've got to not talk back to hecklers.
You can't let them know.
Yeah.
They're in your head.
I don't want to act like she's dumb because she's a woman or because she's a model or anything like that. And I'm not trying to say she needs to quote unquote know her place, but I mean as a human being you have to know your place. If you can't feed the trolls.
Very true.
And you can't be caught on camera screaming back at hecklers curse words and bad things about your husband's teammates, because he's got to deal with that. And it's not your place to say. If you were saying it as a fan, I guess, but in that context, it's just when you're the quarterback's wife, it's just not gonna work. All right, that's 33 minutes and 27 seconds about sports. Got anything to add about the Super Bowl or the Patriots or Giselle? Beautiful Giselle from Brazil.
Not really. It was a great game. I mean, it was a great game.
I enjoyed the
whole
game.
I expected it to be decided in the fourth quarter, and I wouldn't even have to watch the fourth quarter. But I had to watch the whole thing, so there you go.
I quite enjoyed the game. I didn't enjoy the commercials as much this year.
Yeah, I didn't either. What about the halftime show?
All right. The halftime show could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. Could have been. Well, there's no scale on how good it could have been. Because, there's so many factors. First, you just replace the main act, and it could have been light years better. I do like the media creating an uproar about MIA's middle finger.
Yeah, flipping off the...
When, guess what? I've seen middle fingers all over everything for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
And Jon Stewart had a great thing on The Daily Show last night about what's on TV at that hour. And it's like the 9 p.m. hour on Prime, or on,
Yeah.
on cable and network TV, and it was all violence. He had like 20 screens of 20 different shows, and they all had guns shooting into people. And it's like
That's
America. No, nothing dirty or foul language. No foul language. No sex allowed. All the violence you can handle.
If it was Stone Cold, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
If it's Stone Cold, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Because that's what he does.
That's right.
Well, I always like the halftime show, and then because I don't have social media in front of me when I'm watching the Super Bowl, and so when I get back, I see the whole
go to
uproar.
A real party.
So I see the whole uproar about every year. I see the whole uproar about the Super Bowl
all
halftime
at
show. And I'm
once.
like, I enjoyed it. I don't know what people were getting at. I liked the Black Eyed Peas last year. Nobody liked
What?
Black Eyed Peas.
Get out.
I'm
Podcast
sorry.
over. Podcast over.
Sorry.
Podcast. No.
Sorry for having an opinion.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. There's been a lot of halftime shows I like. Prince was great. Bruce Springsteen was great. Bruce Springsteen doing that slide across the thing and crotching himself on the camera, taking out a $30,000 video camera. The Who were terrible.
Yeah, that was bad. I agree with that one.
Watching Pete Townsend guitar or lip sync on a guitar. He was basically playing air guitar with a real guitar. It was awful.
Who do you think should do the halftime show next year?
Who do you think should? Oh well, I don't know. You know who I thought would do it this year?
Who?
The 4 hosts of The Voice.
Oh, that's true.
I'm watching The Voice.
Do you like it?
I'm not gonna watch it past the audition shows. I can tell you that right now.
It's good.
I will attempt to, since it is on Hulu and it'll be easier for me to watch. True. I don't know. I really like the audition parts. I don't know. I guess it's just my own ears that it's like I don't understand why they're
good or bad.
Why they're good or bad.
Why they're not picking.
I think everyone's a terrible singer. So
well, I told you the reason I like it better than because I don't watch those, the X Factor and America's Got Talent and what's the other Idol. I don't watch Idol.
I like how it's like it's all about The Voice, really, because the 2 fattest people I saw the first 2 nights didn't have chairs turn around. Fat gay bow tie on night 1.
He'll be back. I told you he'll be back.
And then that girl last night who had the outline of Puerto Rico or whatever tattooed on her forearm. I thought sure as shit
she's going to win it all.
I told you as soon as she started singing, I said whichever judge she gets is going to be the winning judge this season. Absolutely. And not a single one of them turned around. Not one of them. But yet, the big muscular guys and the little thin guys and the sexy rock girls and the cute little country girl. Oh, that's so crazy how
they'll be back. Why do you think they're showing them and just flashing back to some of the other ones that auditioned and didn't try out? Because they'll be back through when all the judges don't have enough. They recycle them back through and they have to go again.
Why do they shoot them to make you feel bad for fat people?
Last year was it'll change. There'll be people that like if they got up on the stage on Idol, they would immediately just because they don't have the look. Mm-hmm. Like last year, Bev is a good example.
I don't watch American
She was
Idol.
A woman. No, I mean I'm talking about The Voice. She was a woman. Okay. She was slick bald.
Yeah.
And I mean she didn't have the look of any kind of American Idol or anything like that. But on The Voice, she got almost to she was in the Final 4.
Didn't The Voice have Frenchie last year?
Yeah,
He'd been kicked off American Idol before.
Yep. Forgot about that.
It could be worse. I'm liking this Blake Shelton guy. I know he's a country music guy, and I, of course, think country music is awful.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who he was until I started watching this show, and it's like he's every time I see him, it's like he's had just one beer too many to be live on public television.
I told you.
Live on television.
I told you that was the best part of the show.
So he's not slurry or grabby or belligerent or anything. He's just a little too man, we got a good show going on here. This kicks a lot of ass right here.
Yeah,
I'm ready to hear some singing, y'all. Y'all ready to hear some damn shoe? I'm ready to hear some singing.
He does that, yeah.
And I was like, I like this, but I really like Blake Shelton. I like him a lot. The girlfriend over there hates Adam Levine. She hates everything about Adam Levine. She hates Maroon 5. She hates that she hates his skinniness. She hates his tattoos. She hates that his name is Levine. I don't know, maybe she's anti-Semitic. She hates his singing voice. She hates everything about him. But I'm like, I don't have any problem. I don't like Maroon 5 either, but if Adam Levine, I'm like, whatever, dude.
I love the cast of the show. I love the judges.
Christina Aguilera,
oh no, here we go.
Drunk wildebeest.
Here we go.
She's a monster. She's one, falling asleep in the tanning bed away from being CeeLo. My goodness, and CeeLo, I love more than life itself.
He's awesome.
I've loved CeeLo forever, and that dude last night, the dude as the meth addict with AIDS or HIV. And he's like, CeeLo, I've loved you since the Goody Mob, and he started naming off shows at clubs in Atlanta, and CeeLo was like, oh crap, this guy does know me.
So you like the show though?
Oh yeah, I'll watch anything with CeeLo.
Yeah, I told you,
especially that Blake Shelton guy cracks me up. That first night with that little country girl, the first one, because I know who Miranda Lambert is. Yeah. In as much as I know that she exists and she sings country music, and she's blonde, I think.
Yeah.
And she's pretty hot, and she sells millions. And was she on a show?
I can't tell you.
Was she not on any of the singing shows? But I didn't know she was married to Blake Shelton. And so when he goes, well, I know Miranda Lambert. I can set you all. I was like, that's funny. That's cute. But now that I know that they're married,
it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
Do you follow Blake Shelton on Twitter?
No, does he have
Oh my goodness, you got to. 90% of his tweets are about him being drunk.
Really? I can't.
It's pretty funny.
That is not how you spell Blake. BLACK is not how you spell. Official Blake Shelton.
Just read some of the
968,000 followers. Well, we're going to add one more to that.
See if you can find a drunk tweet at least in the first page.
All right.
Because he's usually
okay. And 56 minutes ago. Seriously, I'm so hungover right now. I just boiled a sandwich and threw a rock at myself. And by throwing a rock at myself, I mean there's blood in my urine. Oh my god! And before that, it was just 17 hours ago. It's funny.
He's great.
It's funny.
Just about him being hungover and drunk. I'm so drunk I could blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's it.
And people tweet at him like, "You're supposed to be a role model and this, and this," and he's just letting them have it.
That's good. I like this guy.
I told you. There they are at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I didn't get it until just now, but I get it.
I just like it better than Idol because I don't like how Idol pretends that these people are just coming up on stage for the first time.
Right.
I just hate it. It's I know it works, but it's just a big pet peeve.
Some of the people who've auditioned on this season of The Voice, they have Wikipedia pages because they're established. They've done things already.
Yeah,
but they just
haven't gotten over the top yet.
Right.
And some exposure can push them over.
Yeah. And so this is just a record company's way of collecting all the people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who haven't been able to, who don't have the exposure. They need to sell some albums and force them to get the exposure, and then they sell some albums.
Exactly.
I liked when that first girl was like, "Oh, I love you, Blake," and he's like, "I can make you a country star, baby." And Adam Levine was like, "Oh, well, pick Blake if you want to be just a country star." I was hoping that little girl was going to be like, "Well, Mr. Levine, honey, country fans, they buy albums."
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Rock fans illegally download albums.
It's very true.
Country fans buy them shits.
But
So,
I don't get into any of those shows, but I definitely get into that. I love that one. I love it.
I'm with you. I'm gonna watch it this season. I don't like the hour of overlap with Monday Night Raw.
That's a problem.
That is
We're gonna have
a
to get a
real
hold of
problem.
them for that.
It's especially a problem for you because your girlfriend wants to watch the whole thing with you.
That's
I don't know.
that's our show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know how that works for girls.
I think you need to pick an hour show that lasts half an hour. 22 minutes without commercials.
It gets like, I think you'll still like it because they're getting to the next round is like they duet with one another.
Yeah, I don't know
and
how
they
I don't know
battle
what
back and
happens
forth
from here. So
and then CeeLo or one of the judges choose the two that they have a sing off of the same song. They sing
Yeah.
the same song.
With the judges have the back to them still?
No.
Oh, okay.
The judges watch this time. That would be cool though. But yeah. But
you're
they
still
get to
judging them on their voice.
they get to where they start talking about stage presence and stuff.
Okay.
So
they have
they
12,
judge them on the voice to begin with.
They have 12 each.
Yep. It was 6 last time, I believe.
And so every week
Maybe 8. I don't know.
they each throw one person in or what?
It'll like one person each week. Like their teams will go. So like say Blake's team, 2 people from Blake's team will get up and sing.
Right.
And then he'll pick one, and then one of them will be gone. They'll be off the show.
Okay.
And it keeps going like that until then it gets to the point where like America gets to vote, and they use like iTunes downloads as voting and like social media voting and stuff like that. So.
All right, cool. I get it.
Yep.
So I guess we'll be talking about The Voice every episode of this season.
Sports Voice
of the
podcast
Dave Show featuring John. If we're going to record on Tuesdays, right after
be the best
Voice,
day.
It's going to be the best day for me too.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're all real happy that you've come back this season. Everybody,
all
stick
6
with
of
us.
you.
Stick with us. We got new logos. We got whatever. Still just me and a little fart knocker over here.
NCAA tournament. We got to fill out a bracket. We got to have a bracket show.
Absolutely.
Bracketology show.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
We have lots of time on Tuesdays. We could actually do like 2 separate shows.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, not today.
No,
let's not do it
forget
today.
that today.
Yeah, we'll work on that next week. We got papers to write. So
yeah.
and as senior mass communication students, those papers that are due tomorrow will get started on at around midnight or 1 a.m. tonight.
Yep, you're right.
Because that's how long it takes a creative person to write a paper.
Yep.
Boom.
Pipe
Boom.
bomb. Turn it over.
We love writing. I love writing papers. I hate
Me
writing.
too.
I'm thinking about working on a short story for that other what's it called, the Rushton writing thing.
Oh yeah.
We write little things. I'm working on a little Hoople story. I want to write a little short story about Hooples. I'd actually like to write a book about Hooples and then make it into a series of books
about
Hooples. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think it'll work.
I'd buy it.
Man, I wish. Can't wait till Mr. Lemmy Vice comes through with he's a DJ friend of mine who's been creating music and working as a DJ. Dubstep, by the way, for many years. Many years he's been a dubstep DJ. So now that the rest of Fictional University and dubstep starting to gain some mainstream exposure, I'm like, oh god, I've been listening to this crap for 2 years, y'all. Y'all are just now finding out about this. I'm old. How am I the one who knows about this stuff already?
It's true.
So he said he would make us a theme song. It'd probably take him 10 seconds to just click some mouse keys and we'll have us a wub 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 good
dubstep.
Time. I can't wait.
Well,
I can't wait.
That'll be the only dubstep song I like. So,
what about that Skrillex song?
Which Skrillex song?
All songs are Skrillex songs.
Oh, okay.
You just don't know it yet.
The WWE Network song.
Did you see the Nicki Minaj video, the slowed down one?
No.
When I linked it, I'll have our Facebook page link it. There's a it's a super bass video, but it's slowed down. She sounds exactly like Jay-Z.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll let you listen to it here in a second. Right now is when you would be hearing the sounds of the band doing their version of "Don't Do It." But we don't have that anymore. So
Nope.
doop 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 doop. Not having music sucks. It really sucks. I can't even do the.
How do you
the
even
post,
end it? Yeah, you
I
can't.
can't even do the post show tag anymore. Dang it! Oh well. All right, Dave and John show. That's JON@gmail.com if you want to email
Sports
us.
questions.
Yeah, email sports questions, email topics you want covered, whatever. We'll read them and ignore them and then do what we're going to do anyway. John on Twitter is...
At JNorth0.
Yep, and I'm at Killprint, KILLPRINT. Check my blog out at killprint.com.
Killprint.com.
Woo! And we'll see you guys next week. And we'll try and... we're going to try and separate the sports and the voice.
You can do segments.
Or, hey, how about we call the show Sports Voice?
That's a good one. There we go.
Sports Voice, Season 1. Look out,
Dunzo.
folks. See you next week. #Dunzo.